Oh hey, do you want to know what this is? This is a metronome that uses light to help me keep the beat. I've been working on this project for a few weeks now, and I thought it's finally the time to show you how I made this. My idea for this project was already quite clear from the start. I wanted to make a small and practical metronome that I could just huck into any pocket and take with me. So afterwards, my first step was to choose which parts I wanted to use. My choice for the microcontroller was the Arduino Nano ESP32. It works well and is relatively small. If you, like me, want to save a bit of money, most knockoffs function nearly as well as the original. Since speakers and their control electronics can get quite bulky, I wanted to try using LEDs instead. For a battery, I just used a small 1S LiPo battery. In hindsight, this was probably a stupid decision, as the voltage of this cell is technically below the rated minimum voltage the microcontroller can take, meaning when the battery is roughly a third charged, the entire thing starts having some really weird problems. For display, I chose a small 1-inch 128x64 pixel display. Apart from that, I just used some 20 ohm resistors, a two-way switch and some push buttons. To not bore you and keep my viewership up, I'll skip the PCB design. After waiting a bit more than a week to have my components and my PCB delivered, I got to soldering. But hey, here's the finished board. Now, the coding. It took me maybe an hour or two, much less than I expected. Right now, the metronome only supports 4 quarters timing. If I can ever convince myself to put a bit more time into this project, I might make the metronome support different timings or irregular beats. Now let's get this code out of here. With the hardware and software done, there was just a 3D model to make. After quite a few iterations, I arrived at this. It's still quite bulky, but I'll have to change this in the future. If you're interested in how the bottom part clips onto the main housing, I can show this to you. It's quite interesting actually. And now... The only real issue I still face is that sometimes the beats come slightly early or too late. I'm not sure if this is my code or the microcontroller, I'll have to look over that. But now, thanks for watching and have a nice day.